videos on different kinds of marble texture.
Yeah.
You know.
Damn it! So it was off. It was off when you screamed at the camera.
Long ago, in the ancient past, 4 nerds converged on the Twin Cities to do some painting. As we often do, I had the pleasure of spending some time at Scott the Maniac's house over the weekend. There were no conventions happening this year, and all of us buddies kind of missed each other, so we decided under some guidelines and precautions to have a little paint jam weekend. Weekend chock full of gaming and dining and, most importantly, painting. It's really good to see the gang. These are all people individually that I'm a big fan of, so having us all together in the same room was a lot of fun. To start things off, we exchanged little gifts. I brought some of my coffee mugs for everybody. Vince made custom bags of little swag bags for everybody with individual gifts. John gave me a skull. Nice. And Scott, although he felt compelled to give us things, we insisted that, no, don't worry about it. You've written out a meal plan. Scott, aside from hosting, felt compelled to give us some gifts. We all said, no, don't worry about it. You're way too nice. You planned out meal plans for 3 days. We're staying at your house. You have snacks. Providing so much. The first thing that we did was get right to the gaming, which was Vince's idea. If we don't play now, we're never going to play. So to kick the weekend off, got a team game of Age of Sigmar in. I had Vince on my team, so immediately I knew that I was going to win, so that was kind of fun. But most importantly, we had a project to work on. We all wanted to get together and paint, but after we had a group call together, we decided maybe we should work on the same project and have 4 different models combined to create a diorama. We kicked around a few different ideas for the shape of that and decided in the end that a single file line would probably be best, and also the theme would be greenskins invading a dwarf stronghold, and that moment when they all break into the treasury and right before things descend into animosity, they're all kind of eyeing up the goods, and it's that post-victory yet pre-smaller infighting battle that's about to happen. But we all kind of decided on a basing theme, and there were not many restrictions other than make something with a green skin. So we all kind of created our own ideas and narrative for our models. For my project, I finally had a chance to recreate the Russian bear hunting armor that I've been admiring for so long, and just cover an orc in spikes. I cut up a whole bunch of thumbtacks, drilled a bunch of holes till his armor looked like Swiss cheese, and glued it in place. I've come full circle on my modeling these days. It's like I'm a kid again, just attaching nails and skulls to everything. But I wanted to have a very rusty, crusty, ruddy orc. That's what I like. I like the rough and rugged, kind of dirty, desaturated. I want to say low fantasy because I'm just throwing out a bunch of buzzwords, but we all got to create something within our own style, and it was very cool to see how everyone's piece came out and then how the project combined together. I would encourage everyone out there to try this on your own. Have a little get-together, if not immediately, at some point in the future. You could do this online as well, although combining the project might be a little weird, because I would encourage everyone out there to try to set up their own kind of safe quarantine jam, if people So I'd encourage people out there to give this kind of project a go themselves. It's really cool seeing it all come together, and immediately I imagined, what if we made more squares? What if we just had tile after tile with an individual figure and pieces of scenery on it, and this whole like dungeon could keep on building. So that was cool. But I had some words with each one of the guys about their projects, and we also have some footage of the final piece all together. Thank you for tuning in, and enjoy.
Painting, or why we chose the colors we chose, stuff like that.
Yeah, I just wanted, so we all had this idea like greenskins coming up on this dwarven hold.
Right.
We all came up with different ideas of greenskins, what they're doing, what kind of character we're trying to portray. So just like whatever your thoughts are on your project, you know, it could be a particular goal you're after, something you want to see, or just to get here and have the enjoyment we're having, or whatever. Like,
I gotcha. How long am I going to talk for? 2 minutes, 5 minutes?
Yeah, as long as you want to. I guess okay. 2 minutes.
All right. Okay, so I'm painting a goblin because I like how sneaky goblins seem. And there was this one in an Underworlds box that had a mushroom over his back. It was cooking. And I thought if I clipped that mushroom off and turned the pot of coals into a pot of gold, it would fit the perfect theme that we were going for, which is orcs and goblins raiding a dwarf fortress and taking all the money for themselves. So I like that idea.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I see the gold pot in the back.
Yeah, so yeah, now he's stealing it all. So then I changed his like cooking stick into more of a spear, so it kind of fits that theme too. Then when I started painting it, I had no idea how I was going to paint it. I just started slinging paint on it. And then I added the red chipped armor, and now I'm doing the green face. And what I really want to try now is a bunch of just really cartoony, saturated colors, because I feel like it fits the character of the goblin, which is like goofy and weird, and you know, comical. I feel like I want comical colors to go along with that. So electric greens, bright reds, all kinds of stuff.
All right, Vince Venturella with the largest orc. Come to me by out-orking me, yeah.
Correct. Well, you have a little weedy git, and I have the biggest orc, and as we all know, the biggest orcs are the best orcs. So there you go. So right there, I beat you. Yeah. So
it's true. I'm the beta.
I've got my orc Chad here. He's ready to go. Yes. No, this is the mega boss on the mega boss from the mega boss on Maw Crusher, and yeah, I just wanted him to be something super cool and big. I like big, imposing orcs, and I thought about having something. I gave him like, you know, 2 big choppas because that's super fun, and I eventually settled on him being orange because I don't often get a chance to paint orange things, and so it seemed really fun to try to play with both the Iron Jaw's surface, because their armor is really uneven and has a lot of great surface changes and lines and textures in it, and that seemed like a fun thing to do with orange. And then yeah, and then have little bits of blue to kind of pop it off with his dags. And,
I think your orc has the most enthusiasm out of all the orcs too. He's like surfing forward into
he's ready
the
to
treasure
go.
hall.
I mean, like, I'm gonna steal one of these weedy little Noblars over here. I would like to reference everybody to this choppa that he's holding, and this Noblar, and the fact that my weapon is bigger than his existence. So that's just gonna be a 1-2 punch right there. There's no way.
Deal.
There's no way these little dudes are getting the treasure. So there you go.
I never knew if our characters are about to compete for this treasure or split it evenly. I guess that's the nature of orcs.
I suspect it starts with the idea to split evenly, and then very quickly.
Then it turns and it looks like meat back on the menu, boys, and then everyone's eating each other.
That's right.
Yeah, there's that Lady and the Tramp moment where they're both like grabbing onto the same piece of what they're both after. And,
yeah.
Carnage.
Yeah, I know. Why didn't you fuck with me? This is like the dry brush thing, Scotty. Where's my dry brush? Oh, yeah. Where's my dry brush? I fucking ghosted you, dude. You didn't even notice.
So, all right, sorry. You go ahead, man.
Hi, everybody. I'm painting Noblars because everyone here is painting one single model, I decided that I would be 3 times better than all of them, and I would paint 3 models. I'm so glad you called them Novlars and not goblins. Like, you've been calling them all week.
Yeah, that's a first.
Yeah, you're going to be called out right away that everyone is going to give me crap. Now, pay no mind to the size of each of them. It's just the sheer number of models that counts. So my thought with this is I want them all to feel like they're from the same tribe, but not to have all the exact same skin tone. So, and I started with the same kind of base shadow green for them, and then when I built it up, I altered it with each goblin. So they still felt somewhat similar, but they're all then uniquely different as well. I got these from a Blood Bowl box set, and they have a lot of character and humor to them. So I wanted this to seem like the dopey crew of goblins that somehow a few of them made it into the Dwarven Hold still alive.
I'll fix that in post.
He called them goblins!
Noblars! So yeah, yours is the diorama within the diorama, and there's a lot of comical figures that are like sliding around and looking snobbish and stuff.
Yeah, this is the big boss man. And he's got his nose up like, you know, he knew all along that they were going to make it in. And then this guy is falling off of some rubble, so he'll be sliding down like a Chutes and Ladders game, and this dude's got a sword that's twice as big as he is. So I'm pretty close to getting these finished. My goal is that I get them done yet tonight, and then tomorrow we can knock out the base.
That is exactly what's going to happen.
It's what's going to happen.
It's going to be done.